Let's go right to Ottawa and speak to Kellie Leitch, who wants to be the next Prime Minister of Canada. First, she has to become the leader of the Conservative Party. And Kellie, we just heard from Stephanie Smyth some of the details of what the government has introduced. It sounds like the train has left the station, and yet you're saying if you're the leader, you're going to fight against the legalization. Is that still your position?
It is my position. Our party has been very clear, and I stand with our party membership. We would decriminalize, but this will remain an illegal drug. You know, the government of Canada, Justin Trudeau, is acting irresponsibly. He's saying to young Canadians, he's saying to kids, it's okay to do drugs. And last I checked, we spend billions of dollars telling kids not to do drugs. They know better, but apparently our Prime Minister doesn't.
Well, let's talk about that, because we've had a few experts on this morning, and you and I both know what experts can do. But they're saying that there is something to the Trudeau government argument that if it's legalized and regulated, then it won't be in the hands of criminal elements, and therefore it won't get to the hands of those under 18 or whatever age the province sets. What do you think about that argument?
Well, we've seen with cigarettes, they're legal, and last I checked that there's a number of criminal elements involved in smuggling cigarettes and otherwise. You know, it's one thing for the government to, as they're doing now, to say it's okay to do drugs, it's okay to smoke. You know, I have kids that come in and talk to me as a doctor. They say, you know, Dr. Leitch, is it okay for me to do this drug now? Is it okay for me to smoke? I know I'm not supposed to smoke and I'm not supposed to do drugs. You know, this government's saying it's okay. That's fundamentally different than saying we're not going to prosecute you and we don't condone it. You know, and I have members in this race against me, you know, Maxime Bernier in particular, who's acting just like Trudeau. He's out there saying we can legalize marijuana. I have to say, I think it's a bit of a vote grab for him and our party leadership, just like it was for Justin Trudeau. It's not in the public interest of young children to have access to this drug.
So, Kellie, if I understand correctly, though, I mean, there's a majority government. They want this passed reasonably quickly. The provinces, the burden lies on the provinces across the country to regulate it, to put this into place. But they're going to be probably doing it because they all want this money from the taxes. It could be a huge cash grab. So if this is all in place before the next election, and if you win both the leadership and the next election, how could you unravel that?
Well, our party has been very clear, and I respect our party membership. Decriminalize, make this illegal. You know, when you have a goal, you always achieve it if you have a clear goal in hand. And for myself, I respect our party membership. You know, as I say, individuals in my race, whether it be Kevin O'Leary or Maxime Bernier, do not. They want this legalized. And I don't believe that that is the direction that Canadian parents want us to go. The research is very clear. You know, up until the age of 25, the developing brain is impacted by cannabis. And this government has now set the legal age at 18. Apparently, their scientific evidence approach has been thrown out the window. And I think that we should be looking at that evidence seriously and making sure that we're doing the right thing to make sure young Canadians can be prosperous in the future, not have diminishing returns.
So just picking up on that answer, Dr. Leitch, then would you change the legislation, should you become Prime Minister, to be 25 or even 30, or just keep it completely
Well, I need to take a
unregulated?
look at, as you know, Stephen, the legislation just came out.
Yep.
I'll be taking a close look at it. But as I say, my position won't be changing. Our party's position has been very clear. As I say, there's two leadership candidates in this race. You know, Maxime Bernier even has the endorsement of Marc Emery. Last I checked, was a convicted drug dealer. You know, that's not the kind of message I want our party conveying to the electorate. I want to make sure that Canadian parents know that a Conservative government under my leadership will make sure that their kids are safe.